This is Toxic Radio, reaching worldwide from New Jersey. Radio, plus internet, plus attitude.
If you don't shut up, I'm gonna kick 100% of your ass!
Don't play it safe. Play it toxic. You know what all the cool kids are doing these days? Listening to podcasts. And what does Toxic Radio have? Podcasts, duh.
Just as I thought.
Go to toxicradio.net and check out our weekly schedule for the lineup of great shows. Miss any of them live? No worries.
Thank God, dude.
We're on all the top podcast platforms, or just find them at toxicradio.net or on the free app. The choice is yours. Be cool or not.
We're gonna be cool.
Toxic Radio. Get the podcasts. Get infected. Got an idea for a podcast and think you have the talent to make it a reality? Already have a podcast, but been thinking you could take it up a notch, but you're just not sure how to do it? Well, Toxic Entertainment has everything you need to go from podcasting to podcasting. Bring us your talent, your passion, and your best ideas. We'll bring to the table our state-of-the-art technology and comfortable facility, creative and professional staff dedicated to bringing your ideas to life, competitively priced packages to suit your goals and budget, and over 10 years of experience as a leader in the podcasting field. Toxic Entertainment offers quality and affordability that can't be beat. When you're ready to start your journey, Toxic Entertainment is here to help you reach your destination. Learn more at toxicentertainment.net or call 888-66-TOXIC to arrange a studio tour. That's 888-66-86942. Toxic Entertainment, where creativity meets passion. Does the real world seem unsatisfying?
It's boring, but it's part of my life.
Well, time to level up and reboot reality. Join Toxic Mike and Demonoid as they explore the ever-evolving world of virtual reality and everything it has to offer. Whether you're just starting out or you've been there from the beginning, Reboot Reality will introduce, educate, and guide you to the best in VR. Find it wherever you get podcasts, at toxicradio.net or on the free Toxic Radio app. Reboot Reality. Log in and get immersed.
What's up, everyone? It is that time of the week to take it deep, and it has been a tumultuous week, to say the least. Lots of stuff going on. It has been a whirlwind of activity in the world, I would say, especially with the sad events that went on Tuesday. I believe that was Tuesday, right, Mike? Testes 1 2. Testes 1 2. Testes.
I unmuted the wrong one.
I remember my first day working the board. No.
I hate you. Yes, it was Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that briefly. I don't want to harp on that long
Fucking
because,
asshole.
yeah, I don't want to harp on that long. Mike's fresh out of CSB. No, I'm just joking.
What? Yeah, that's what it is.
No, shit happens. Godfrey fears punctuality. No, I don't fear punctuality. I spit on punctuality. There's a difference there, Brad.
He also spits on his hand.
That's right, when it's needed. When it's needed. But try to make you laugh today, but I don't have a lot to say about the Uvalde, Texas Junior. I mean, I have a lot to say, but I mean, what can you say? I mean, it's almost becoming numb. Do I think things are going to change? Sadly, I don't. And do I want things to change? Yes. You know, I don't have the answers. I don't know what the answer should be. And I feel like I'm echoing the sentiments of a lot of people when it comes to this. Tragic, sad. I'm not, a father, but I have nieces and nephews. I'm not, I don't have any young children, as I said, and some people do. And even if you don't have children, you can still feel bad about seeing these pictures of these young kids. And, it's horrible. It's horrific. And I'm not going to pretend like I know what needs to be done. The only thing I will say, and I don't know if this would have prevented this from happening, I think one of the places involving kids that are least funded or invested in is children's mental health. I don't know everything about this kid. I don't know if it would have stopped that, right? But I do know after the pandemic, children's mental health has suffered. And I'm not just going off this event. And I don't see a lot of investment in it. I don't know why that is. I don't know whose fault it is, but it should definitely change. And the more and more kids have to go through things like pandemics and mass shootings. I saw the list of mass shootings since 1999. It's fucking long, dude. Have you seen that, Mike? Floating around on the net?
What, the list of mass shootings?
Since 99 in Columbine, yeah.
No, I have not seen that.
It's long. It's longer than the credits at the end of a movie. Like, it's pretty bad. And I think a lot of us are getting desensitized, and I don't know what the answer is. I think the traditional ideas that people come up with won't really solve it, but I do think that some things should change to be a deterrent and maybe make the margins lower as far as it happening. I mean, DUIs and DWI laws don't prevent that from happening, but they do provide a deterrent to lessen the impact of that incident, right? Or those types of incidents. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of little things that could be done, and I think a lot of compromise is going to be needed, and I just don't see that. And that's what's sad about it. You know, everybody always says, oh, kids play violent video games. Well, guess what, motherfucker? You're helping them live out a violent video game.
So this is no joke. If you want to hear it, I'm not trying to hijack your show, but I literally have been touting what I believe would be the perfect solution to gun control in the country, which enables individuals to still have their guns, still protect themselves, and doesn't take away their rights to have a gun. Would you like to hear it?
Sure. Shoot. I don't know what this is going to be, but
so this is a dead shoot. This isn't a joke. I'm not, bullshitting you. My 100% logical way of looking at this is, what is everybody's gripe? They say, so what the hell is going on with my mic? What is everybody's gripe that they say that they want to have guns? That guns are a right.
I mean,
to protect themselves.
Correct.
Right, to protect themselves and their families. All right.
I mean, or from a government takeover, some people say, which is
from a government, yeah,
fantasy,
to raise arms against the government. But nobody ever, when you start talking gun control and gun safety, nobody ever says that. They always say, I need to be able to bear arms to protect my house, my castle, my home, my kids, right? Well, if that is the case and that's what you want to protect, 2 handguns per person.
Okay.
2 handguns per person. What it does is it enables you to be able to have one at home at all times and one on your person, right? It enables you to protect yourself and your family.
So you want to put a limit on it?
It enables you to bear your arms when needed, and actually be able to carry one on you. And I 100% believe that you should be allowed to carry the firearms on you. If you don't have it on you, it doesn't do any good locked up in a case in your trunk.
So, in theory, it could work, but I'm going to tell you why I don't think it could work. Do you own a gun?
No.
Okay. It's different in Jersey than it is PA. Stricter in New Jersey.
And they're talking about making it even more stricter.
So you have guns that are untraceable, where there's no serial numbers on it. How would you enforce that, right? And then the other thing is, people would have to agree to it. And then I think in premise, it might be a good idea, but there's more guns than people in the United States, literally. And it would create a massive black market, in my opinion.
It would cause pandemonium for a little bit. I think my cable is dying, so I apologize if my microphone cuts out.
It's Joe Biden's fault.
I will fix that. Yeah, they hear me talking.
It's Biden.
But seriously, like a gun that holds 6 bullets, like that's it, and stuff like this wouldn't happen.
I mean, I would like to think that, but I just don't think that would work either. I wouldn't fight it if they tried it, but I just don't think it will work. I mean, that is my way of no one can
making it
predict
better.
what the human psyche can do.
Yeah,
and like there could be someone that it has a completely clean record, completely clean mental health history, and then they just snap, right?
Yeah.
Because one thing with therapy and therapists and psychiatrists and psychologists, you have to be invested in it, meaning you want to do it. Some people are in that situation and they don't want to do it.
Right.
And unless we go Minority Report, I don't see another solution. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're doing an algorithm to predict what someone's gonna do, which is I never want that to happen. But I'm just saying, like I don't know.
That's my thought. I've had that thought for a long time. In terms of everybody gets you're permitted after a background check, after you pass all proper guidelines. 2 guns. Once you have 2, you're registered for those 2 guns, and then you're good to go. You want a new gun, you got to turn in that gun. You can have different types of guns, but it has to be a handheld gun. It can only hold a certain amount of bullets.
See, I hear where your premise is. I just don't think it would ever fly.
Because you've got these individuals that have legitimate arsenals at their house, like legitimate, and all you need is somebody to break into their house, break into their safe, and get that, and then you've got that arsenal on the street.
Yeah, but that's not really what happened with this guy. This guy bought a legally
that's the whole thing.
gun.
He bought the legal gun, but he bought legal rifles that were able to handle the firepower that he was putting out.
I mean, good luck breaking into my house getting my gun, because you're gonna probably get shot.
But what if you're not there? What if you're on vacation?
Good luck breaking in a safe. Unless it's a Mark Wahlberg doing the Italian job, I don't think it's happening.
What if they just take your safe?
Well, if they move my 400-pound gun safe, God bless them, because I almost shit myself moving it with a whole bunch of people all at once.
That's my thought.
I mean, moving a gun safe is no easy feat. I'm just letting you know. It is like picking up Andre the fucking Giant. Like you need multiple guys to do it. It's rough.
Outlaw the ability to carry those kind of firearms, to carry that, and I'm talking about previous ones, not this one. I know that he didn't have a shit ton of guns, but there have been other shootings where people had arsenals. And the guy that shot up what was that, Vegas, the country concert?
Yeah,
remember he was up there when they went up there. It was just insane how many firearms he had in his room.
So at AR, I mean, again, I'm a gun advocate, but I'm not against reform. But I will tell you that AR is a very simple platform that is used for many guns out there. It's very customizable. That's why it's popular. And, I don't know what you do. I'm speaking in concern of the kids and schools. And I guess, schools are going to have to become like goddamn army bases where you're not going to be able to get in unless you have pre-clearance or something like that. And
Gene's making my point right here. That guy has no history of mental health and no criminal record.
Gene's right.
He just snapped, and I agree with it. And
my thing with mental health is I just think kids in general need it.
And with that whole thing, my proposal to all this takes care of the fact that if you just have a moment where you snap, you can't go batshit crazy.
But that will never happen. No one will agree to that in this country.
I know nobody will agree, but it's my little way of saying this is maybe a method to
has a cooling off period for handguns.
To suffice it, to cool it down, to make it so that we can digest it a little better in terms of having the gun control, but also having the guns in the hands of people.
Whatever it is, it just seems like we can't pick a starting point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because we've gone because you've got organizations like the NRA that have become so embedded into the political realm, but also embedded in this country.
They're becoming irrelevant now. I know a lot of gun owners, they don't even respect them because of the Philando Castillo incident where he was licensed to carry and a cop just shot him dead on the scene. But
again, they might not have as much footing, but they still have huge pull as far as laws and getting things done.
I feel like it's more like the gun manufacturers really with the lobbyist and probably that's pseudo connected to the NRA. But I don't know. Listen, man, there's just so many guns in this country. If it was Australia or New Zealand, a full out ban might work, but not in this country. There's just so many fucking guns.
And Alex says, I'm a fan of gun control. I'm more If more people actually have guns, people will be less likely to do shootings out of fear of being shot themselves. But make sure as many mentally stable people have guns as possible. But my problem with that
Alex,
statement
they said that in Texas a lot. Bad guys, and that's a heavily armed state where guns are easy to get. And they said that, and I mean, where were they, right?
But this statement from Gene,
and
he
did
just snapped.
He's right.
And like I said, that's why my suggestion is the way it is, because it covers those individuals that might just snap, and you might be able to stop them before they go too much on a rampage once they've snapped, because it's not as easy to rapid fire a handgun, but also you don't have as much ammunition. You'd have to reload.
For me, one thing I think would work, and I don't know if anybody would agree to this, is a cooling off period. And
what does that mean?
Means you buy it, you purchase it, and you have to come back in like 2 to 4 weeks to get it. All right, you have a hunting trip. Okay, well, you're gonna have to go get
no immediate gratification of going in.
Yeah, and that's not going to be a cure-all either. There's still going to be ways around that. I mean, people can get guns that are called ghost guns. They can 3D print guns. There's ways to do it. So it's not a cure-all. You're just hoping that this stops maybe one individual because he's not as crafty to take advantage of those other avenues of getting a gun from getting one, right? And it's never going to be a cure-all. It just never is. There's just so many angles, and especially the way the U.S. I mean, listen, I'll give you an example of a black market that exists right now with guns. I don't know if the loophole's been changed. It's not really a loophole. New York, they have really strict gun laws, but a lot of people, and I've seen it on, documentaries, they'll go down to Atlanta, buy some guns in Georgia, and hide it within the cars and drive all the way back up to New York and sell them for twice the price. And boom, you got guns. So, there's just a lot of misconceptions out there, what works, what doesn't work, and I don't have the answers. I just don't. But I just feel for these kids and these families and these people that have lost wives, sisters, daughters, sons, brothers, uncles, cousins, and I just feel like, and I don't think any fucking politician is going to do shit. I have no faith. I'm numb and apathetic to it because I just don't think they will. Someone's got to step up and be a real leader and be selfless. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that exists anymore in this time and age, and I hope it does. Prove me wrong. Someone out there, please.
Prove him wrong.
But I just, so he said some states do. What do you explain further, Alex? I need but I mean, but to Gene's point, like with the mental health I was bringing up earlier, I think kids need it in general, the younger kids especially. I'm talking 18 below, what they're going through. As far as connecting to gun control, you can't control the human psyche, or you're not going to do it. And to Gene's point, that he said that some of these guys had a clean record. There's no way to be like, well, let's keep an eye on this guy. Some people went, hey, there's been instances where the parents or the guardian have gone to the police about individuals. I believe the New York State Police, or maybe it was the FBI, I forget, was warned about the guy in Buffalo. Still happened, right? Still happened. And I'm not one for giving the government extra jurisdiction, because it seems like every time that happens, they take it they take it way too far. Like 9/11 is the perfect example. That turned into, well, we can monitor everyone's phone calls and texts, and you're like, what? Like Fourth Amendment rights? But anyway, it's a whole nother discussion. I just, my heart goes out to the families out there. I just really think it sucks. And I just think that's kind of just there has to be a starting point. Like somewhere, something, small or big, has to be a starting point. And seems like there is no chance of a starting point. So I don't know all the facts that have come out about it. I know like this is the type of story where it's going to evolve more and more each day. The saddest one I heard is the one teacher. I think there's more than one teacher killed, if I'm not mistaken, but there's one of them who passed, and her husband had a heart attack and died. I'm like, Jesus. I mean, hopefully they didn't have kids, but I'm pretty sure that family's not having a good day either. So I don't know, man. People say don't politicize it. What do you do? I mean, thoughts and prayers? Okay. Your God's a wonderful God. Great. My God's a great God. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers. Let's do some more of that. So I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I just hope people start, I don't know, being more selfless, because I don't know how it gets fixed. But you know what I do know? People are still going to be pieces of shit out there, and we're going to talk about a new segment called "Why Do You Have to Be a Piece of Shit?" And
that's a new segment.
It's a new segment. Yeah,
I thought that was an every week discussion.
Inspired by you. No, I'm just joking. But I was reading a couple articles relating to Philadelphia, and I thought this was fascinating. And I want to say, raise your fucking kids right. And why do you have to be a piece of shit? I have a nephew that lives down there. If I caught him doing this, I'd make him go pick all the fucking trash up. So people move out in West Philly a lot that are going to college, and they basically leave all their fucking trash out there. So, you know, I don't know. People are going to blame the city on this and that, and maybe they need more resources, but I know they're city dumps. So these colleges charge a lot of money. So maybe they need to have some designated dumpsters for these kids, or, you know, maybe another city dump to get this stuff transported, or maybe get something together from the college where there's a truck that comes by and you throw your shit in it. Someone's got to coordinate it, but the Trashy Post neighborhood group almost every day in West Philadelphia, and actually in North Philly, some call it Temple Christmas. So don't think we left you out, Temple. In West Philly, it's Penn Christmas, monikers that come from the treasures people sometimes find among the trash. But others call it an outrage as they try to navigate scattered piles of trash on the sidewalks. Do not think some of the biggest piles were picked up before a bunch of rain last week. Abe Lee, 22, a Temple grad who lives in West Philly, but I've been seeing stuff out every day. Walking around the University City neighborhood this week, Lee found sneakers that retail for $70 and Urban Outfitters and Zara dresses, all like new on top of trash. The sneakers and dress still had tags. So, you know, why do you got to be a piece of shit and just like leave shit on the curb? I mean, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe I feel bad, but you know, if you're taking a trash out, that's one thing. But I'm moving out. I'm just gonna dump all my shit on the street. I don't know how you get away with that. Does it not seem a little fucked up, Mike?
Absolutely.
So,
wonder if there's any chips in there.
Yeah, you would eat the chips. That's for sure. So that falls under why you got to be a piece of shit. My favorite one this week is I don't know. Have you heard about getting a ticket written to you for having a license plate holder that you shouldn't have?
I mean, it depends. They have some license plate holders out there, or license plate covers that will reflect, red light cameras or Easy Pass cameras.
No, I don't think you're talking about those, but those are cool. I'm gonna get one of those. But
of course, let everybody know now.
Yeah, New Jersey cops write 100,000 license plate frame tickets as a year, and knock it off. The lawmakers say the lawmakers say knock it off. New Jersey drivers who bolt a frame around their vehicle's license plate to profess their allegiance to a sports team, pets, or provide some free advertising for a car dealer could get a break from an annoying traffic tickets if bills proposed by two state lawmakers are passed. According to state judiciary, 500,000 basically, no, it is, wow, that's a big number. 500,000 summons were issued in the 5 years between 2017 and 2021 for license plate violations. The most summons were written in 2019 with 127,000. So basically, that has nothing to do with anything, and they're writing tickets for that. Now, is that a ticket that they're using to go to, like, hey, well, I'm going to give you a break and give you a license frame ticket? And, you know, but if there's an indication of how annoying this infraction is, two legislators from two different parties proposed bills, and see, they're working together on that, proposed bills in both houses of the state legislature to relax the current law. What needs to be relaxed? Why the fuck do you even need, like, who cares? Is it blocking the numbers? Then it doesn't matter. Even the state Supreme Court in August ruled about the validity of the two traffic stops made by police for the license plate violations that resulted in arrests for more serious charges. See, no, it also addressed strict enforcement of ticketing that had been the bane of drivers for years. Like, I didn't even know that was against the law in Jersey. Like, if I got stopped for that,
But
I'd be like, what?
I
Are you
would like
fucking with
what
me?
is the ticket? I would love to know what the ticket actually says that you get. Like, what is the violation?
Countless frames cover a small fraction of New Jersey on the top of the license plate,
So it's
or
covering
the bottom of the
information.
Garden State.
So it's covering information.
But not the license plate number. But the words can still be easily identified. That is not true if a frame instead covers a single letter or number of the registration marks in the center of the license plate. Chief Justice Stuart Rabner wrote for the court. If Garden State, New Jersey, or some other phrase is covered to the point that the phrase cannot be identified or the plate numbers can't be read, the law would likewise apply. But if these phrases were partially covered yet still recognizable, there would be no violation, he said. Correct. So they're writing tickets for like having parts of like the Garden State covered and the New Jersey logo.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, I would think the cop was fucking with me. And I'd be like, why do you have to be a piece of shit? Then I would get arrested, most likely. But a license plate related traffic stop in 18 by Fly police officer ultimately cost Port Authority Commissioner Karen Z. Turner her post after she drove to the scene on Route 9 and started berating the officer. A video of the exchange went viral. I remember that. That car that her daughter was a passenger in bore a dealer installed, so it had a dealer installed chrome bracket that they proclaimed, Henderson, I am a VP at Finland Toyota, which partially covered the name of the state. The vehicle had an expired registration. So, yeah, she shouldn't have showed up. I mean, the expired registration is where, although I think the vehicle registration thing is bullshit too, but that's a whole nother. Why do you have to register your vehicle and pay registration on it every year? You have a license plate, right?
Sure.
PA got rid of the stickers, so you don't have the stickers anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that either. But yeah, that falls under the piece of shit category too. Let me write you a ticket because you're covering the phrase Garden State. That is a safety violation. I do want one of those cool license plates you're talking about, though.
I want one that says Toxic Radio.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's out there. You probably already have it. You don't have that on?
No, I mean my car says Toxic Radio.
When I see your car, sometimes I think it's a pizza delivery car.
I hate you.
Well, until I see Toxic Radio on it, because it reminds me of like some of those pizza places that have all that rating on there. I'm like, wow.
I hate you.
So, Philadelphia, recent population decline among largest of major U.S. cities. Surprised or not surprised? Are you surprised, Mike?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
Well, locally, the pandemic ignited a trend of city dwellers looking for more spaces in the suburbs, while Philadelphia lost tens of thousands of residents. Montgomery and Chester counties saw gains. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But right now, I think certain people are trying to buy houses that they'll pretty much go anywhere that they could fit in. House prices are so crazy, but that's starting to come down a little bit, I noticed. But yeah, I'm not surprised. A lot of stuff going on. Although I don't feel unsafe in my neighborhood. I feel like people who live outside the city are like, the city's awful.
It is.
Yeah, but you don't live in the city.
No, but I'm a part of the city.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jersey's not part of the city, just like Ben Salem's not part of the city either. But that's Ben Salem exists because that was the one of the flights from the city in the mid '90s when stuff started getting bad in the Northeast. It's almost like little Northeast up there, but I don't blame people. It's a free country. Move where you want. But there's a lot of other cities that are on the tipping point. And I looked up some gun violence numbers, and Philly's not number one. It's not even close to it. And I looked up Chicago because when you hear people talk about Chicago, you assume they're number one. They're number 28. So I don't know. Are those stats accurate? I have no idea. But that's just what's out there as far as gun-related fatalities. Philly can be annoying for things like potholes. The potholes can be gargantuan, and I think sometimes they're working on things, and people steal the steel plate over there and take it to a scrapyard.
I mean, they do that everywhere, don't they? I guess it's more in Philly.
Yeah, and you feel like you fell through the bottom of the earth. Like, it's ridiculous. So, I don't know. Anyway, Some states, he said, Alex said, some states have a delay between when you apply and when you can actually buy a gun. I don't know what states those are, but I'm pretty sure it exists. I mean, maybe that needs to be nationwide. So, but more important, what we need to talk about today, and this is serious, about what Jaleel White thinks of Steve Urkel's alter ego.
What is his last name again?
Steve Urkel.
There you go.
Yep. Stefan, and why he initially didn't want to play him. Did you know he didn't want to play him?
No, because it takes away from the allure that is the Steve Urkel character.
Well, he says it allowed black women to see me. That's a direct quote, he said. Actor Jaleel White will forever be synonymous with his iconic Family Matters character, Steve Urkel. But the actor also portrayed 3 other characters, Myrtle May, Cornelius Eugene, and a hard-to-forget teen eye candy known as Stephen Urkel. I can't believe I had to read that in the same sentence. For 9 seasons, White played the nerdy character who was persistent in his attempts at wooing the girl next door, Laura Winslow. But in season 5, Urkel's debonair and smooth-talking counterpart, Stefan, was introduced. That show was kind of ridiculous. Like, you see the shit they had him pull up in? Like, they had him in, like, extreme nerd uniform. Did you ever meet anybody that nerdy in real life?
No.
Doesn't exist, right?
I don't think so.
It had, I mean, probably somewhere, I would assume. The car he had, all that clown car. Like, remember that thing?
I don't remember that.
He had a clown car. It was like a literal clown car. It was ridiculous. The character presented White as a charming and handsome, and finally gave fans a glimpse of the real man behind the glasses and suspenders. For some, Stefan was just adored as the science-loving Steve. The latter proved to be true for comedian and the talk show host Cheryl Underwood. "He could have got it. He could have hollered at me back in the day," joked Underwood while speaking with White. You know who that is?
No.
Look at it real quick so people know. We need to visually let them know.
Who
Cheryl Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah. Speaking with White about the role, White, 45, was not smitten with the role at first. Tickled by Underwood's comment, he responded by sharing that the role of Stefan was initially unappealing to him. "You know what? I never even wanted to play Stefan. I thought Stefan was boring," explained the former child star. "I mean, thank God I played Stefan because it allowed black women to see me in the way I actually am. I had no idea, and now that's the standard." So he's saying he set the standard. So he continued by explaining that for his black fans, especially women, he's recognized as the suave guy. "I mean, I can be driving down Crenshaw and literally off a bus stop." Is he driving down Crenshaw? "Hey, that's Steve. That's Stefan. You know, black people, we got that special vision in the hood." That's what this is what I'm quoting. "And so I'm very happy I played that character because it saved me with my own community." So what he's saying is he didn't want to be a nerd.
I had a picture of Cheryl up there.
That's Cheryl.
Yeah.
White's co-star Jo Marie Payton, who played Harriet Baines, echoed hints of tension that took place on the set. We were talking about this the other time where she almost had to get in a fight with him. Kind of a weird character. When you think about some of the shit we used to watch when we were kids, some of that shit was pretty weird, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, when you look back at it, you're like, what the fuck was
What was I watching?
What was I on?
Is anybody like I feel like some of the like series we watch now have like staying power. And I feel like some of the older ones we used to watch, it's like, you might try to binge on it and just for old time's sake, and you're like, wow, this was ass. Like, what were we thinking here? Right?
It was wholesome. It was that TGI Friday lineup that everybody liked, and it had a problem. It had a middle where you kind of had friction, and then it all got buttoned up at the end. Everybody enjoyed it. It was wholesome.
Yeah.
Except for when you were watching Good Times and Michael decided to get all,
That was like 10 years before that, maybe even more.
I know.
The father's still alive from Good Times, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but I was going on TikTok and someone had him jump on there, and he's with it. He's got to be like.
Those are the days when all you needed was a simple catchphrase and you could be a millionaire.
You think he was a millionaire? I wonder what he's worth.
I don't know. What was his name? What's his real name?
JJ. Well, no.
No.
I don't know his real name.
His real name is not JJ.
Just look up the net worth of JJ from Good Times. I'm going to go under $1 million. No, under $5 million. He's got to be worth something, right?
Jimmy JJ Walker. So Jimmy Walker.
Mm-hmm. Under $5 million. Net worth. Enhance. Enhance.
Let's see.
Enhance.
I'm not seeing anything.
That means that's bad. That means he's not worth shit.
800,000.
Wow, it was under $1 million. Well, you know what, though? He was doing better than some of us, that's for sure.
Small Wonder was the shit, dude.
I remember Small
What
Wonder.
was the robot's name? Becky?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. The kid's name was, the boy was Jamie, right?
Right, the boy was Jamie.
Small Wonder was awesome.
What was the robot's name? Vicky.
Vicky. Yeah. That was weird, too, when you look at it later on. You're like, what the? I used to love that show when I was a kid.
I still love that show. I'll watch that tonight.
Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons was good.
That guy's become a colossal D-bag these days. But
Rick
Schroeder.
Rick Schroeder.
Yeah. Rick Choder. Whatever. Yeah, man. But those shows, like, even that show's weird. Like, are you going to be able to get through a couple shows of that?
I don't know.
Maybe one. Oh, that was nice. That was nostalgia.
The fact that the dad wanted to create a little girl robot.
Oh, that wouldn't exist now. That would have to be a sex robot. Because they are actually creating real sex robots these days. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I mean, real dolls are pretty much the same thing right now.
Did you own one, Mike?
Yeah.
Wow. So did you hear about this kid that ordered 31 cheeseburgers on DoorDash?
What's the problem?
But he was 2 years old.
What?
He was 2.
Okay. How do you order them?
He got on the app. I'll tell you right now. So 2-year-old shocks mom by ordering 31 McDonald's cheeseburgers. He must have been hungry. Through DoorDash. After tip, the total came to nearly 100. Now,
wait, how? It's cheeseburgers.
Well, he 31. I mean, $3 a cheeseburger plus delivery fee. Kids do the darndest things, but Texas mom got quite the surprise when her 2-year-old son somehow ordered 31 cheeseburgers from McDonald's on her phone. Kelsey Burke called her golden son. Barrett used his unlocked phone to order the $61 worth of McDonald's delivery from the restaurant, which is 6 miles from their home. After a $16 tip and app fees, their entire order was $91.70. So what we learned here is even a 2-year-old knows better than Mike how to tip.
I hate you.
Like, he tipped by accident, Mike. What do you got to say to that?
I hate you. How much would you say a real doll is?
What, the one we were just talking about?
Yeah, real dolls. In today's world, how much do you think they are?
Like a robot?
The real doll sex doll.
Got to be at least a couple grand.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
The real doll, right here.
That's freaky.
They are $6,149.
Wow.
And they now do have circuitry in them that works with an app. Real Doll X is an AI-driven robotic doll system powered by the technology developed over the past several years. It features a modular head system with multiple points of actuation, which enables the doll to form expressions, move its head, and speak to you. The eyes can also move and blink, creating an experience never before possible with any real doll. It is designed to run with custom AI software, X Mode. Who wants to go to X Mode, which allows you to create unique personalities and control the voice of your robot. With your Real Doll X purchase, you will receive the AI software and 1-year subscription to X Mode, which is managed and distributed by Real Doll.
Are they gonna bring it with instructions? Because I have to imagine someone buying this doll hasn't had a lot of sex. Just taking a shot in the dark there. If you're gonna spend $6,000 on it, I mean that's a lot of fucking money, and you need an app for it. I guess it sounds like. Are they gonna know what to do with this thing? And are they gonna have like a sound selector on it? Like what kind of position do you want? Do you want it to make this sound? Do you want it to make that sound? Okay.
I have to pause it.
So is that what they give you? Is that what they give you?
After this point, it does go to a point where we will get kicked off of all social media. But that's what they're advertising.
What, they have a fucking scene? Jesus. That's creep. $6,000.
$6,000, and you get all of that. 10 degrees of freedom head system, neck side to side, up and down, eyes side to side, up and down movement, open and close, mouth, eyebrows.
What about side boob? They got a side boob option.
I will have to check to see if they have a side boob option.
Aren't you allowed to customize?
Oh no,
it?
I can't show that video. Oh jeez, I wanted to show the mouth. They showed the mouth moving.
Oh my god. So
I'm sorry. I'm literally.
Did they let you customize it? Like is it?
Yeah.
So you can make it. It could be a black chick, an Asian.
So you can have eye detail. So full body or head only. You can have either one.
So you have a head on a stick that blows you.
Full body, head only. So you got female face, right? So they got Tanya, but you can choose which kind of female face.
What?
Each of our products are handmade to order, one of a kind, piece of custom artwork. Therefore, coloring and detailing will vary for each piece. Eye color and detail. So you could choose your eye. Oh, let me do this real fast. So I just have to zoom in enough where we don't see the naughty stuff. It doesn't allow me to do it. God damn it. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Jesus.
So right here,
Mike's gonna get me banned.
it's allowing us to choose the eye color.
Why do they all gotta be looking at crack eyeballs? Like they just did. Like they were just up 4 nights in a row doing meth.
You got makeup style, so you could do custom as seen in photos.
Kush green.
Custom premium. Hairstyle and color. You could do standard or special request. So you can go as in-depth as you want with this. Breast options. You can go 1 cup size larger breast plus $850 each cup size that you go up.
Wow.
Custom nipples and custom nipple color. You can also go with vagina style. I'm looking at the pictures here, so you got different types.
If the one says roast beef flaps, I'm gonna lose it.
Additional sense inserts, additional inserts, pubic hair style. And then they've got extras, and inside the extras you got custom freckles, piercings, and lube.
Lube, it just squirts lube out like a dish soap bottle?
No, I guess you just get a thing of lube. Now, an extra doll cleaning kit will cost you an extra $25, and a doll stand will cost you $400.
A stand?
Yeah.
So it needs a stand and like a bird. What the fuck? I mean,
so that is the.
I can't wait till these become like mainstream and you start seeing like couples have fights and like there's this girl setting like some dude's doll on fire.
Right.
Like, and you know, oh my God, she's burning a person. Wait, it's a synthetic doll.
Now they also have guys that have the detachable junk, so that you could buy different sizes to put on them.
So you could just buy different. Okay, so it's like having a set of golf clubs.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna take the 5-iron out today. I feel like I'm feeling spicy today. I'm gonna take the 3-wood.
Right. So
I know what I want.
There you go.
I know what I want for Christmas. Alex wants the he wants the girthy guy. Can I get the Santa Claus edition?
Little update. Thanks to taking it deep on how you could take it deep with a AI robotic real doll, or give it deep. Yeah. Well, I mean,
or for those extra freaky guys like Mike, you can get pegged.
Whatever you want. We know he won't say anything unless you told him to.
Oh God, what are these things gonna walk too eventually? Like
I would imagine so. It'll be like a Tesla one.
Yeah, right. They're gonna like. Are they gonna get so lifelike? Like it's gonna be, you know. I know some dude right out there right now is ordering Cortana. Like I'm gonna order Cortana from the Halo series. By the way, that wrapped up. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I've seen it. Yeah.
By the way, speaking of a series that is coming out, I'm excited. Do you know what is premiering at midnight? Yeah, I think it should be premiering.
Small Wonder 2?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. That's probably a porn somewhere. But Obi Wan, the Obi Wan steroid series. Yeah, right. Star Wars series.
I like Stairway series.
Can't talk for shit today. Yeah, it's 2 episodes. The 27th, which is tomorrow. I believe they'll release it at midnight. I could be wrong. Alex, you know this. Correct me if I'm wrong here. But Obi-Wan Kenobi, a little later than expected, but with a surprise bonus.
Boner.
Ewan McGregor, the star of Disney Plus limited series, as the titular Jedi Master. Am I reading that wrong?
I don't know.
Titular.
I have a controversial take on Star Wars.
Oh boy, have you even watched Mandalorian yet?
No, because I believe that Star Wars officially jumped the shark
Oh, you're one of these guys. I'm
and
waiting.
became a parody of itself years and years and years ago.
Let me guess.
and there's
They're the guy that can't do CGI.
There's
so
just too much content, too much
you
going
only like
on.
the original 3?
You can't follow the storyline. They should take a look at what Marvel has done and realize that that's how you keep a story and a saga and a universe going in cinematic film. Because Star Wars just doesn't do it for me anymore.
Do you feel the same way about Star Trek?
I have, yes. Well, no, Star Trek at least kind of went away.
They
have
on board.
blips. They have blips of stuff that comes out.
Wait, hold on.
Star Wars,
Marvel.
Star
What are you talking
Wars
about?
just jumped the shark. It's years and years ago. I stopped caring. Mandalorian didn't pull me in, unless it's the originals or episode 1, 2, and 3 or something to that magnitude.
I knew you were going to be that guy. I only could like the original Star Wars.
After the originals and then the prequels, then you're done. It should have been done. It should have been over with. Everything afterwards is just fluff, and I don't want to be fluffed.
That's not what I heard. But first off, I have to wildly disagree with you.
No.
Your comparison with Marvel is
Marvel
criminal.
does intertwining storylines, keeping you intrigued, making you want to find
So
out about the
everything
new
Marvel
characters.
does is great?
So far, pretty much.
Really?
Yes.
So did you like Daredevil?
Yes. You didn't?
It was okay.
What?
Winter Soldier was okay.
Winter Soldier, I will say, was okay. That was just okay. That was one of the ones that was just okay. But everything else was super solid. Everything else.
I don't know. When I'm thinking of the series, I think they're trying to get a lot out of them, just like you feel like Star Wars is, and I feel like Star Wars has a little bit more of the stick it to the story, and I feel like there's so many stories to get pulled with Marvel that they just choose not to do.
No, because Marvel loosely follows, but follows in a good portion of it a story that's already been told within the comic book world. Yeah, they put their own spin on it, but I think that they've got solid storytelling, solid universe, solid intertwining of characters, and they're not just placating to.
What do you mean placating?
They're not just placating to a certain audience in terms of, the kids and making sure they put in characters.
I'm about to bring Alex in on here and have him call in.
No. We could do this another time because we don't have enough time for Alex to call in. But
our system does take that long to boot up.
Yeah, that is my take.
I think I don't know.
Star Wars I will go to Disney World
And
I will enjoy
I think
the
Marvel's
Star Wars.
already peaked and they're on their way down.
No, they have not. No, not
So
even
what's the
by a
most
long
recent
shot.
thing you're like, it's a must watch from Marvel outside of the movies?
Outside of the movies right now?
Like a series.
Why am I'm blanking? I'm pulling a you now.
Captain
No, the
Plastic Doll?
because he's new and I don't know him, and I'm only a couple episodes in.
It's that great.
Moon
huh?
Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Who
Moon Knight.
fuck is
Me
a
and
Moon
Laura
Knight?
have been watching that show. I think we're like 4 episodes in or 5, and we both look at each other. We're like, we have no idea what's going on, but like we can't wait for the next episode. We're so intrigued.
This is what I
by
think.
what's happening.
I think that Marvel hasn't done that they should do more of if they wanted to recycle interest. I think they should do more biops of villains.
I'm with you on that, but I think going forward, and in the comments, Alex said Loki. Loki was amazing. Moon Knight is weird, but still good. We also have Loki. The Loki 2, the Loki second season is in production right now. We've got
Loki was too much of a hand washer.
Thor's going to be coming out. We've got Guardians of Galaxy 3 coming out.
Wait, it's Thor the movie you mean, right?
Yeah, the movie.
I haven't seen the new Doctor Strange movie.
We've got She-Hulk. The the Multiverse of Madness was amazing.
Someone told me that's a sexual move that he does.
Well, what he does is he goes down below and does it, then does it to his mouth, and
Yeah. Ooh.
But
what am I doing right here?
yeah, no. And Brad says, "What if Mandalorian was in VR?" Don't care.
I feel
I'm
like
so over Star Wars.
X-Men is always going to rejuvenate the series. I think X-Men trumps Fantastic Four in order of great, and I think X-Men is the most mainstream out of all comic books because you had the cards, the Marvel cards had other characters in it, but I feel like X-Men was the most mainstream, especially because of the cartoon.
Well, X-Men jumped the shark because they started doing the whole, now the X-Men, whatever, when they were younger, when they were older, they're going back and forth. Now Logan died. It was too much. Too much.
Yeah, I thought the Phoenix movie was a little bit overdone. I don't know. I've never been a fan of that story, even when it was the cartoon. And then I went to the movie. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
Because still, from Marvel, Multiverse of Madness, got to see it. We still got Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man, Quantumania. We still got Thor, Love and Thunder, The Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Miss Marvel is going to be coming out. Like,
Guardians of the Galaxy was good. It wasn't that great. It was like, ugh.
What?
It was okay.
What?
Batista.
Batiti.
Yeah. Is Batista still in it?
Batiti.
Is Batiti still in it?
Yeah, Batiti's, from what I understand, this is going to be his last run with the film.
Oh, because he has so many other ones lined up. He's got a busy movie schedule. Maybe he's going to be an extra in some Lifetime shows.
I've heard this. I've heard that there's going to be a I Am Groot series coming out. What If is doing fantastic. I still haven't seen it.
So
She-Hulk is going to do amazing.
Who doesn't really talk a lot. They're going to have a whole fucking show for Groot.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna make some grunts and shit, and people are gonna be like, "What did you say, Groot? Let me talk for you now." How stupid would that be?
Miss Marvel is going to be phenomenal, and then Agatha, House of Harkness. So much awesomeness to look forward to.
I don't know, but
it trumps Star Wars tenfold.
I don't know about the Agatha, House of Harkness, but I mean, Star Wars does a pretty good job, man. I don't know. I could like both. I like both. Mike's like, no Star Wars. I feel like, Mike, you feel like you need to take a stance because you just don't want to watch it.
I am fanatic about shows or series or movies that excite me, that I want to see, and I've got to see them. Mandalorian has been out forever. Laura is a huge Star Wars fan. I have had
at least someone has some taste.
No urge to watch it. None. I think I watched a very little bit of it.
This is Mike. He's like, it's not the same when they have CGI. They changed it. I want boxes and cardboard boxes made of spaceships. It's not the best anymore. It's not original. They don't do real construction. All the CGI is bullshit. You were definitely one of those guys. I know you were. It's more about the CGI than the story.
No, it's more about the story, and that story got played out.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spit truth.
The Mandalorian, yeah, that's actually going to be produced by Wicked Pictures. I don't know if you knew that or not. Mandalorian. It's going to star...
Mandalorian?
Yeah, it's going to star Alexis Fawx. If you know who that is, you watch a lot of porn like I do.
Who watches actual porn anymore?
People watch porn.
I mean, they watch porn, but it's like the 2-minute or 3-minute clip porn.
That's enough to watch.
Yeah, but when you're watching that type of porn,
I'm not watching a whole porn. Not watching. I'm not.
But when you're watching that kind of porn, you don't learn what the girls or guys' names are.
Of course you do.
All right, what was the guy's name?
I don't fucking know. It's a guy.
God for you on Story His own show.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long week. So
it has been, dude. It has. I will agree with you there.
When you search Pornhub, don't you search certain people you like?
Come on, dude.
Or do you just put?
Nobody's going to Pornhub anymore.
That's not.
It's XXX videos.
That please.
No, what are you, an amateur going to Pornhub?
Stern goes to a different one, but they're both owned by Pornhub. I forget which one he talks about. First off,
RedTube.
I guess you're going into the whole you like to be able to just search like cock and then it comes up or something. But I'm pretty sure Pornhub has the most subscriber. What do you think? I bet you does. I'm looking it up right now. What free porn?
Well, of course, because it's the most mainstream. Of course it's going to have a shit ton of subscribers. Brad says, what are you doing, writing a 5-page paper on porn? How much time do you need?
Well, you're the one that wanted to bring a doll to the next Halloween party there, Brad. So he said, can it be his +1?
But yeah, so that's my thought to end off the show on Star Wars.
What? Yeah.
Pass.
Let's see. I'm not passing. I'll let you guys know about it. Alex, you're watching, and we'll do a review. What free porn site has the most subscribers? You might be surprised. Oh, look, it's toxicradio.net. No.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Who wants to see what I got to give them?
Men's Health. These are the most popular porn sites. Wow, you're gonna laugh, Mike. I'm not gonna read through the descriptions, but ChatterBait is number one apparently.
There you go.
They rank number one. Alexa ranks it. X Videos is ranked 72.
See?
Pornhub 76.
There you
Live Jasmine, whatever that is, 78. So X Hamster is 125. XNXX.com, whatever that is, 148. OnlyFans 212. So basically, the webcam reigns supreme. So ChatterBait is one of the most popular camming platforms. And now the 1 billion webcam industry, featuring live streams of couples and solo performers. It's perhaps best known for its token system, which allows viewers to purchase tokens and redeem them as tips for cam performers, encouraging them to perform various sex acts in real time. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll open up a ChatterBait website.
I'll be there.
I'm closed now. All right. On that note, folks, we're going to end the show. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I know it's a little ho-hum in the beginning, but I felt like I had to talk about it because it's on everybody's mind, whether you're political or not. And we will have another episode next week, and after that, we'll have some Birds Deep. So thanks for listening in, as always, and you know where to get all the past episodes. Just Google Taking a Deep, ask Alexa if you can listen to Taking a Deep, and you'll be set. So this is Z Godfrey, not saying goodbye, just saying take a deep.